So for this project I used celestial glass. You can use any kind of clear fire glass. And then I took the Artist Loft Iridescent Medium. You can also find it in other brands. And I put a big spoonful of it and mixed it in with the clear glass. And you just mix it until it's well coated. And then you need to take some kind of a non-stick paper, parchment paper, wax paper, and spread it out on the counter. And then go ahead and spread your glass out. And the more room you have to spread it out, the better, and the further away you can get it from the pieces from each other, the better, because it'll dry kind of like paint would dry. So if the pieces are touching each other, they'll stick together. So it's real important that you spread it out as far as you can from each other. And this needs to sit out overnight and dry until the next morning. And then the next day, just kind of crumble it, pull it up off of the paper and crumble it and break it up, because they will be sticking to each other. So do the best you can. Just crumble it in your hands. And it turns out very, very pretty. So for this project, I started with a 4 by 12 inch canvas. It was pretty deep. It's about 2 inches deep. And I took painter's tape and I put it around the back, and that's to help prevent those little drips that you get when the resin drips up under it. And then you can just take the tape off and the drips are gone. And it's something I oftentimes forget to do. So it's ready for resin, and I put it up on several cups because you cannot put it down on the protective paper because it will stick to it. And I started putting the resin on like this when I was using the beads, because the beads would roll off. But I kind of like this, whereas you can cover the whole canvas with the resin with your hand, and you have a kind of an even spread along the sides. And I do love the resin along the sides. So anyway, once I was done mixing the resin, and again, this is a art resin, a 1-to-1 ratio resin. Mix it slowly for 3 minutes to help prevent the bubbles. Put the resin on the canvas, a thin layer of resin on the canvas, and then I took my frosted glass and put it in the shape of a Christmas tree. And that part was real easy. And then I had a little star that I wanted to use for the top, and this was a brooch that I had picked up at the garage sale some time ago. And with these, for them to set flat, you have to take the pin backing off. And I have this little jewelry tool that has a little cutter or nipper there, and got to do it carefully so you don't bend your pin, but you take that off of the back. And then after I was done with that, I took a bracelet that I had also picked up at a garage sale, and I cut it into 2 equal pieces, and I used that for the trunk of the tree, and I thought that was real pretty. It had a lot of little faux diamonds in it. And then I went ahead and started drizzling the resin over the glass to make sure everything was held down real well. Added a little more glass on the sides, and some more resin to the top, over the glass for the tree. And then I took these little, I don't know what you call them. They're not really sprinkles. They're little teeny tiny little gemstones that are red on one side and silver on the other. And I just thought it needed a little bit of color, so I sprinkled those on top and then drizzled some more resin over it all. And then it was pretty much done. So this has to sit on a level surface, flat level surface, overnight. 12 hours, you can usually touch it. It takes a full 72 hours to cure. And I'm sorry, this part is cut off a little bit. I did use some iridescent sprinkles and put them down at the bottom to kind of simulate snow. And it's in your best interest to cover it with a dust cover. This has to sit at temperatures between 72 and 85 degrees Fahrenheit, or it could affect the curing of the resin.
Hey everyone, I was wondering what else I was going to use this glass for. I just love this frosted glass. It is so pretty, so easy to do, and you know, you can use it on any clear fire glass. The other thing I would like to try sometime is, Michaels sells the chunky glass. It's similar to fire glass. It has some reflective qualities. I think they might have gold and silver. But I thought maybe if you did this on the silver reflective glass that Michaels has with this, so it's an iridescent medium. It's from Artist Loft from Michaels. But I think you can pick this up at other places, maybe even on, I think on Amazon. I'll link it in the description. But there are other brands, not just Artist Loft. Am I even showing it to you the right way? I don't know. Yeah, like that. So there's other brands of the iridescent medium like that, besides Artist Loft. And to mix for the clear glass there. Anyway, I thought it turned out cute, and this is just a little bit of glitter. I know it was kind of cut off on the video, but I just put a little bit of the iridescent glitter at the bottom, and I thought it looked pretty. And I really like the way I just spread it with my hand over the side. Then you don't have to worry about doing it as you're doing it. And I started doing that just because of the beads, because you had to have the resin down first before you put the beads on, because the beads would just roll all over the place. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Oh, I wanted to show you what I put on the top. So these little sprinkles, let's see if you can see them up close. I got these at Hobby Lobby last year, and I believe they were in the Christmas section. Let me see if you can see, they're really tiny. And silver on one side and red on the other. And they came in a package like this. I got some other, this is some kind of like metallic glitter, but it was in a package like this that said Christmas at the top. So I'm quite certain I got them in the Christmas section in case you're looking for it. So I'm not sure if they have them this year again, but I'll look when I go up. Anyway, I just love the way this turned out. I hope you guys, oh, the other thing, I took the tape off the back, and so you don't end up with any of those little bubbly things. The key to taking that tape, painter's tape off the back to prevent the drips, is to take it off the next morning. Don't wait any longer than 12 hours. The longer you wait, the harder it is to get off. And sometimes you have to reactivate the tape a little bit. You can use your little heat gun and it'll soften it up and you can pull the tape off easier. Anyway, just some tips. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you want to be notified of future videos, go ahead and subscribe and you'll be notified. And I hope you all have a great day. Thanks for watching.